need to follow up on a previous video. A couple of episodes back, while discussing Power Wash Simulator, I proposed the theory that your driving motivation in all video games boils down to either getting to a place, that is moving from the current environment to another, or to cleaning up, that is staying in the current environment and removing all the undesirable elements from it. I further posited that what with video games being designed to create a sense of achievement in the human mind, all of actual human endeavour can also boil down to either cleaning or getting to places. I mean, the entire history of warfare boils down to one country trying to invade another country, that is get to a place, and the other side trying to repel the invasion, that is clean. But I need to update this theory in response to some of the comments from the previous video. I challenged the viewers to name a genre of gameplay that doesn't in some way boil down to either cleaning or getting to places, and some people had some compelling suggestions. What about one-on-one fighting games? Somebody said. That's not about getting to places or cleaning. You stay in one room and beat the snot out of someone. But when you think about it, you are trying to get to a place when you consider the tertiary gameplay loop. You're trying to advance up the tournament rankings to get to the place of being the best fighter ever. And when you're in the actual fights, you could think of reducing the enemy's health bar as cleaning, in a way. I mean, when you beat the shit out of someone, you can be said to be cleaning their clock, and these metaphors don't come from nowhere. Yards, if you're going to stretch the definitions of your two categories that hard, then this exercise is completely meaningless, isn't it? You might as well argue that cleaning and getting to places are actually the same thing, because in cleaning you are getting to the place of having a clean house. Alright, I did say the idea needed updating, and it was the other gameplay genre put forward by the comments that gave me pause for thought. What about building games, Yahtzee? Like your City Skylines or your Roller Coaster Tycoons, those aren't about getting to places because you stay in one place the whole time. And it's not about cleaning either. If anything, it's the opposite. You start with a nice clean empty plot and proceed to ruin it for all the local wildlife. And you know what? You're absolutely right, commenters. Building games are not covered by either of the two categories, nor indeed anything with a creativity focus. I mean, think of Minecraft. Sure, you can go to places in it, you can clean things in it, but neither of those are the intended core of the game, which is, in a nutshell, Legos. It's about expressing yourself and finding creative solutions. And Minecraft is a big fucking game to brush under the academic carpet. If it doesn't fit into the established two categories, then we're going to need a third one. Here, then, is the revised theory. All gameplay genres, and subsequently all forms of human endeavour, boil down to one of the following three categories: cleaning, getting to places, or making a mess. I stated that action games in which you're expected to kill all the enemies in each area before you're permitted to move on are on an intellectual level cleaning up, as in removing the things we don't like. But in another, realer, baser sense, it's also making a mess, especially if we're playing something like Brutal Doom, where every shotgun blast to the enemy splatters the walls, floor and ceiling with permanent red decals, and when you look back on a completed level, it's like peering into an overused communal sanitary towel disposal bin, and you feel satisfied, which is where that last simile breaks down a bit. Yes, you've cleaned up all the enemies, and yes, you've successfully gotten to a place, but there's something else satisfying about seeing the visible trail of destruction you left behind, that you wouldn't feel if all the corpses and blood had simply faded away. And yes, that's the same feeling you're getting from building games and creativity games. We glean satisfaction from taking an unbesmirched canvas and putting something on it that is ours. My eldest has been getting into Minecraft. Sometimes she wants to build a house, sometimes she wants to set fire to a forest and watch the world burn, but either creates that feeling I'm talking about, the act of leaving behind undeniable evidence that we were here. That's what making a mess is when you get down to it. It's a personal affirmation. That load of bloodstains in Brutal Doom isn't just a creative work evoking Jackson Pollock when the store only had red paint. It's a record of what you did and achieved. In my video about post-punk, I mentioned how I admire graffiti as one of the most fundamental forms of punk art, an expression of the self as raw and primal as a tiger spraying piss on a tree. Go into a bathroom and see the words Clive was here scrawled on the cubicle wall, and instantly you know two things. Firstly, that Clive was at some point sharing your geographical location, and secondly, more importantly, that Clive existed. Which doesn't sound like much, but it's an infinity compared to what we knew about Clive before we read it. Hemingway once said that everyone dies two deaths, their actual death and the last time anyone says their name. Well, if Clive should happen to be dead, then reading that graffiti just bought him a day release. I've been playing the indie game Cairn lately, which has a feature I'm very fond of. When you finish climbing the mountain and beat the game, you can reload your save and go on a flying tour of the mountain again with a brightly coloured line indicating the route you took. And it's cathartic to see the evidence of my hard work. It's a pretty arduous game at times, but at the end of the journey, there it is, my ultimate conquest of it, conveniently visualised in a green string wiggling down the mountain like a stream of triumphant wee-wee. So there you have it, the three categories of achievement: getting to places, cleaning, and making a mess. It's a timeline, really. It's the 3 nodes on the timeline of ownership. You acquire or create something, you spend some time maintaining it, and then you destroy it. Hell, that's also a summary of human life. You get to the place of being born, you spend some time keeping things tidy, and then you die and clutter up the place with your corpse. And now that it's 3 things, I've just realized that all I've done is reframe my existing 3 C's theory of game appeal. Context, challenge, and catharsis. The context of striving to get to a place, the challenge of keeping it clean, and the catharsis of making a big mess of it all. So welcome back to the start of the circle we've been going around, I suppose. But thinking about it as a group of 3 things, it can map onto quite a lot of other established groups of 3, like the 3 extremes of political movements. Progressivism wants to get to a place, conservatism favours the status quo and just wants to keep things tidy, and anarchy makes a mess. The Hindu Trinity god. Brahma gets us to the place, Vishnu maintains it all, and then Shiva messes it up. The 3 ages of woman, the maiden, the mother, and the crone. You strive to get somewhere, you become a nurturing force, and then age makes a great big mess of your face.